Today, we're going to talk about the disappearance of Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon. These two young women, both in their early 20s, had their whole lives ahead of them. They grew up in the Netherlands. Kris was known for her open, creative, and responsible personality, while Lisanne was described as aspiring, optimistic, intelligent, and a passionate volleyball player. Kris had just completed her studies in cultural social education, specializing in art education at the University of Utrecht. Meanwhile, Lisanne had graduated with a degree in applied psychology from Deventer. They were both smart, ambitious, and full of life. But then, something strange happened. In 2014, Kris and Lisanne decided to take a trip to Panama to learn Spanish and explore the beautiful countryside. They toured the country for 2 weeks before arriving in Boquete. The girls planned to stay with a local family for a month while volunteering at a local school teaching arts and crafts. The women had posted on Facebook their intentions to tour the local village. They also wrote that they had had brunch with 2 fellow Dutchmen before embarking on their hike. What was supposed to be a fun adventure turned into a shocking mystery. April 1st, 2014 started as a normal day for the 2 young Dutch women. They decided to take a hike with the host family's dog in the dense forests near the town of Boquete. Little did they know what nightmare they were embarking on. As night fell, the women failed to return from their hike, which raised alarm with their host family. Their dog returned without the 2 girls, and their phones were turned off. The host family searched the area around their home but decided to wait until morning to alert the authorities. The situation became more alarming when Froon's parents stopped receiving their daily text messages. The women missed an appointment with a local guide the next morning, and that's when the search began. The parents, along with the police, dog units, and detectives from the Netherlands, arrived in Panama and searched the forests for 10 days. The parents offered a $30,000 reward for any information leading to the whereabouts of their daughters. Days turned into weeks, and after 10 weeks, there were still no signs of either missing girl. Then finally, a sign of hope. A local woman turned in Froon's blue backpack, which she found by a riverbank near her village of Alto Romero in the Bocas del Toro province. The backpack contained 2 pairs of sunglasses, $83 in cash, Froon's passport, a water bottle, Froon's camera, 2 bras, and the women's phones, all in good condition. Police immediately investigated the camera and phones and came up with disturbing evidence. It was discovered that someone dialed 911 6 hours after the beginning of their hike. The first distress call attempt was made by Kremers' phone at 4:39 p.m., and shortly after that, another attempt was made from Froon's phone at 4:51 p.m., but none of the calls got through due to lack of reception in the area. Over the next 4 days, the 2 girls attempted 77 calls to the emergency numbers in the Netherlands and Panama. Out of all the 77 calls, only 1 managed to make contact, but the connection broke up after just 2 seconds. Police also discovered that on April 6th, several unsuccessful attempts were made to unlock Kremers' phone with an incorrect PIN number. It was never successfully unlocked again until the police recovered it. By April 11th, both phones were dead. However, the most haunting discovery was yet to come. Froon's Canon camera contained photos from April 1st, suggesting that the women had taken a trail at the overlook of the Continental Divide and wandered into some wilderness hours before their first attempt at making emergency calls, but with no signs of anything unusual. On April 8th, 90 mysterious flash photos were taken between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., apparently deep in the jungle and in near complete darkness. A few photos show that they were possibly near a river or a ravine. Some show a twig with plastic bags on top of a rock. Another shows what looks like a backpack strap and a mirror on another rock. And another shows the back of Kremers' injured head. So what happened to these 2 young women? Were they attacked by wild animals? Did they fall victim to foul play? Or was something even more sinister at work? The discovery of the backpack led to new searches along the Colubri River. Kremers' denim shorts were found atop a rock on the opposite bank of the tributary, a few miles away from where Froon's backpack had been discovered. A rumor claimed that the shorts were found zipped and neatly folded, but pictures of the shorts, published in 2021, disproved this information. 2 months later, closer to where the backpack was discovered, the case takes a gruesome turn when a pelvis and a boot with a foot inside were discovered. Soon, at least 33 widely scattered bones were found along the same riverbank. DNA testing confirmed they belonged to Kremers and Froon. Froon's bones still had some skin attached to them, but Kremers' bones appeared to have been bleached. A Panamanian forensic anthropologist later claimed that under magnification, there are no discernible scratches of any kind on the bones, neither of natural nor cultural origin. There are no marks at all. Had natural decomposition of the body near a river caused the bones, which are heavier than water, to sink to the bottom of the river, markings should have been visible from friction with the riverbed. The mystery continued when one bone fragment attributed to Kris Kremers was found. Under natural decomposition, a pelvis, especially from a younger person, does not break in half. Furthermore, it is not likely to have been caused by predators. Moreover, the bone was missing joint tissue that remains intact for years under natural decomposition. What could have caused such a discrepancy? But that's not all. In late August of the same year, a fragment of skin is found on the banks of the Rio Colubri River that could be attributed to Lisanne Froon. It's in an early state of decomposition, unlike the physical remains found of Kris Kremers. Their cause of death remains a mystery, but Dutch authorities working with forensic and search-rescue investigators initially thought the students had accidentally fallen from a cliff after becoming lost. But foul play cannot be entirely ruled out. What could have happened to these two young women? Panamanian authorities were criticized for mishandling the disappearance and aftermath, and in 2017, further investigation into the case raised questions about the initial investigation and a possible link to murders in the area. It's clear that the circumstances and aftermath of their disappearance have resulted in much speculation about their final days. So, my dear friends, what do you think happened to Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon? Let us know in the comments below.